Today we are working on a 2010 EZGO electric golf cart 48 volt, and we're going to show you how to change the solenoid and controller and give you a clear understanding of the wiring diagram. So without further ado, let's get right into it. You can see somebody's worked in this cart before, because this is your controller here. It only has one bolt in it right there, but you can see I have it in tow. What you want to do anytime you move the cart, whether you're towing it or pushing it, or if you're going to work on it. I already hooked my battery cables. They're all zip tied together right there, so they stay out of the way. So let's get this cover out of here and see what's under there. See what we have going on. On location, of course. Beautiful sunshiny Florida, day after Christmas. Can't complain. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. I did. There we go. But I am glad to be working. I must be a weirdo. So we'll pull this cover out a little bit. And we got to start by unhooking this wire right here. This is for your tow run switch. Just pop that. There we go. Take this cover right out of the way. Alright. So now, let me show you what this wiring is all about and how it goes together. So, this is your solenoid right here. Mounted on the bracket that goes right there. You can see this is not even really put together correctly. Wow, what the heck did they do? But anyways, this cable on this side of the solenoid goes to the positive post on your battery pack. So it goes from here to there. Okay, then you can see you've got two big wires on this side of the solenoid toward the outside of the golf cart. This wire right here on the outside of the post goes to A1 on your motor, which if you look, I don't know how good you can get it with the light. I can come in from this side actually, try to point. A1 on the motor is right here. That's your big cable. It's A1, armature 1. Now, the cable on the inside of this post right there, that goes to B positive of your controller, which if you look down here, I don't know how good you can see it, but I'm trying. Right there, that my finger is on right there, that's B positive of the controller. And your next wire over, which would be the middle wire on the controller, is M negative, which is motor negative. Then on the outside of the controller, right there, toward the outside of the cart, that is battery negative. So in other words, here's the main cable for your battery pack is right here. That goes to battery negative right there on the outside of the controller. So just to summarize, bottom of the controller going from left to right, or from outside of the cart toward the battery pack, it's going to be battery negative, M negative, battery positive. Cool. Hope you guys understand that, and I do hope that helps. So we're going to just take this and kind of move this down out of the way a little bit, like that. And then we're going to unplug the 16-pin connector, just that right there. Oops. Sorry for my big hands being in your way. But you got to push that tab down and slowly get it up there like that. Gosh dang it, there we go. We'll move that out of the way. Kind of a wiry mess here, but I didn't do that. So then we'll unhook this plug on the outside, as you guys can see. Push the tab there, pull it down. Now these here are your forward and reverse wires right there. Alright, now the white spade connector is to the outside of the golf cart, which is this one right here. You can see that right there?
Yep.
And this is your black spade connector, goes to the inside of the golf cart toward the batteries. There. So that being said, that is how you, there we go, sorry, get the harness out of the way, trying to get it so you guys can see. So as I pointed out earlier, now if you look at the controller, that there is going to be battery negative on the outside, M negative in the middle, battery positive or B positive right there. Can't miss it. So you just simply take these bolts out here, mark your wires so you don't mess them up. And again, somebody's worked in this cart prior, but you take the bolt out there, take that bolt out there, and there's supposed to be one there, which will be replaced in a minute. You take that old controller off and put the new one on. Alright, new controller's in, as you can see. So let's hook this back up. I'm going to start with a white speed connector, or I'm sorry, white wire. And that's going to go right there, we go, like so. And the black one will go right next to it. And again, that is your forward and reverse wires.
What happens if you put them on wrong?
So this switch right here, that is forward. If they're backwards, you'll go in reverse. That's reverse. If they're backwards, you'll go forward. Then we'll take this connector here. Well, let me untwist it a little bit because that's kind of, I don't know what the heck these people did here, but let's see. There's nothing worse than working behind a sloppy mechanic. Then you got to convince the customer that you really know what you're doing and blah, 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 blah. I love making these videos because they do not lie. Maybe. There we go. There's that. We'll put our 16-pin connector in. It's just right like so. There. You can see that's all back together. And we just take this solenoid and go here. So I gotta go get some bolts and I'll be back with you guys in just a minute. Okay. Alright. We're just bolting this solenoid bracket on. Oh, actually we got it started. I just gotta tighten her up, Chuck. There we go. Alright, so you can see that has bolts in it, so that's bolted up the way it's supposed to be now, not just flopping in the breeze. Alright, let me clean up this wire here a little bit, then we'll put the cover on, so I'll be right back with you. Alright, you can see new controllers in, solenoid and bracket are bolted out the way they're supposed to be, wiring looks good, so now we'll take this cover back on. So, put this here, we will plug this in, just like so. Alright, I'll bolt this cover on. There we go. They don't give me a whole lot of room to, there we go. Let's see if we can get a bolt started in this joker. You stay. See, I talked to them, hoping they'll play nice for me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Wasn't that, there we go. That started just like that. Let's see. See if we can get this other one on the top started. We shall see. Alright. Well, we can't put the bottom bolts in, unfortunately, because whoever built this cart originally, they cut out the bottom of this cover for the cables, which I don't understand why. It's a stock controller. Not like it's a Navitas or a Curtis, or I'm sorry, Navitas or Ultra X. Literally just a stock cover, but you can see, I don't know if she can get it or not, but you can see right down here.
You can't really see.
Yeah, there's no, they destroyed the bottom of the cover. They ran all their cables out, but at least the top's bolted in. not going anywhere. Alright, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe, and share button. Doesn't cost you a penny, but it sure does help out the channel a lot. Quick recap, we showed you how to change a speed controller and solenoid on a 2010 EZGO TXTPDS golf cart. Remember, pay attention to that wiring diagram that I showed you guys and make notes of it. You'll use it in the future. Thanks.